Hello and welcome to Mature Matters. My name is Debbie Clark and I'll be the host for today's show. We have a special guest, somebody who is behind the scenes but very important to a lot of the seniors in the Farmington Hills and Farmington community. Her name is Christine Johnston. She is the head cook. Is that correct?
Yes, that's true.
In the kitchen here at the Costick Center that prepares the Meals on Wheels for seniors. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
It's a great day in Michigan.
Yes, I know. We've had some wonderful days, lots of sunshine, which makes everybody happier, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself, Christine. How did you get started here?
Well, I was in, I'm still in the other business, beauty and stuff like that, hair removal and such. But when the economy fell back in '08 or whatever, I started volunteering again at the Meals on Wheels program here, and I was helping pack the meals. And then a position opened up for a cook, and so I applied, and then I got hired, and a couple months later, the head cook had things that had to happen, and she left, and so I was kind of thrown into this position of running the kitchen here, and I've been doing it ever since. And I'm pretty darn good as far as picking up on everything and learning stuff and being able to teach other people. So it's been a good experience.
That's wonderful. We were talking a little earlier, and you were telling me about you starting out as a volunteering and just, you know, what a blessing it was to be able to get that position, and you've got a great team right now. That's so awesome. Well, tell me about your second home, which would be the kitchen here at the Costick Center.
I work with the best people. They're just awesome. Obviously, when you start out and you're new, you have to go through a lot of stumbling blocks, but we've reached it. We've come to a point to where we've got the best team, and everybody works well together, and everyone knows what they're doing. Carmen makes the best soups. You can't get a better soup anywhere in town or out of town for that matter. And Kathy packs the plates and makes sure that everybody has a sweet treat or a to-go. We started the to-go program, grab and go, and Kathy fills that up, and we try to make sure everyone has a snack if they need it, a lunch, then we got the people that do all the prep work, and I've got another couple cooks, and Nakam is doing a great job too. It's just awesome working with such wonderful people. Ruby, she's Chinese, and she has taught us a lot about Chinese cooking and perfected our Chinese fare, and Nakam adds the Chaldean flair to things, so it's exciting. Carmen's Mexican, so we're just putting everything together and putting it out there and continually improving. Every time we have an event or a meal, something new, we say, okay, what can we do to make it better next time? Or, okay, let's do it exactly the same way next time. So that's exciting too.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're not afraid to make mistakes, but fortunately we don't make them too often.
Yeah, that's good. Well, and we learn from our mistakes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and a lot of us don't like to do that, but really that's the best way to learn.
I love it, yeah. And Marcia and Teresa, they're not afraid to let us try new things. They've never said, no, don't try new things. They always encourage it too, and I love it. So I teach people what to do, and then I let them do it their way, and then we tweak things along the way. I taste it, they taste it, we say, okay, you need to do this or that, and everybody gets to kind of grow that way.
That's
by being
wonderful.
their self.
That's wonderful. Tell me a little bit about the history of the kitchen. You were telling me a little earlier about when it started and how it started.
Well, it started long before I ever got on board, but back in '88, they used to cook. The Sisters of Mercy actually started it, and they would cook for the whole Oakland County and even other parts of the counties and send food out. Most other counties now have caterers that they buy the food from, and even West Bloomfield buys it from different places, but we make it here fresh every day. We use fresh ingredients and continue to use fresh ingredients. We get produce fresh delivered twice a week, and we even improve the quality of our meats so they're nice and tender. Sometimes we put a little bit less meat so that we can have a better quality. But yeah, we're on the top two. I don't know if we're one or if we're two, but with Canton as far as the quality of meals are concerned.
Wow.
And the sisters eventually turned it over to the city, and the city's been just cooking for Farmington and Farmington Hills ever since then.
That's wonderful. How many cooks do you have in the kitchen?
Well, two of us there's probably 3 or 4 of us actually that can cook. I would be the one that fills in wherever there's any need, but I like to teach them what to do and then help them if they need it, or if they're not there or whatever, I can fill in. So basically I would call Ruby a cook, even though she's a prep cook, but she's a cook, because anytime we need her, she's right there. And Carmen's a cook, and Nagam's a cook, so I would say 4 cooks. And then we have volunteers that come in and help prep, and we have other people that help prep, and yeah, so there's definitely 4 cooks.
That is so nice. How many meals do you cook?
Well, every day we send out, our numbers keep climbing. So we were at 160 a day. Now we're in the 180s to 190s a day, hot meal. Plus we send out over 60 breakfasts and 60 lunches a day. And then we're like at 65 weekend meals every week. Whoa. And then we cook for Senex, the senior, the senior daycare. We cook them lunch and dinner every day.
Do you really?
So I would probably say, 300, 400 meals a day.
Oh my.
Including the lunches and the breakfasts.
That's amazing. How many people eat here in the Costick Center?
Anywhere from 40 to 80, and on special events we've had over 100. But usually on a average day it would probably be 40 to 60.
That's a pretty big number.
And even our staff here comes down after all the seniors are served, then they'll a lot of times get the meal. We offer the hot meal, and then 3 times a week we have a salad bar, but we try to always have options, 2 options at least. But the deli salad bar, they put all their toppings on, then we'll offer them soup and a protein to go with it. And if we don't have a salad bar because we have too many other events that day or that week, then we'll offer them like a vegetable lasagna or a meat lasagna. So we try to make sure everybody gets a good hot meal or choice anyway.
I love salad bar.
Yeah, the salad bar is
great.
great.
I love salad bar. What days of the week do you cook?
Well, we serve meals.
Which days?
We serve meals 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And on Friday or holidays, anyway, we always send out a frozen weekend meal, but then we send a holiday meal, like Good Friday's tomorrow, so we're sending a holiday meal for Good Friday.
Aww.
It'll be a frozen meal, and then the weekend meals, they'll get that too. And then on Easter, we have every holiday, Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, the 3 major holidays, we come in and cook. So I cooked for Christmas and Thanksgiving, so Nagam will cook for Easter this year.
Wow.
So she'll come in, and I picked the menu out already. I've ordered everything. It's here. And she'll come and Easter Day, and Teresa will come, and they'll pack it all up. She'll cook it hot and fresh. They'll pack it. The volunteer drivers will come in and deliver the Easter meals.
Wow.
We don't like to have too many because we'd rather the people be with their families. But right now we have 62 people that'll be getting an Easter meal.
Wow. How sacrificial of your time. That's amazing. That is really amazing.
We want everybody to be able to experience the good things in life. So we make it extra special. They'll get extra special chicken. We're doing actually a stuffed chicken breast for Easter this year with mushroom, portobello and button mushroom stuffing, and then they'll get key lime pie, a nice salad, fruit, Easter bunny, a chocolate Easter bunny, and Easter cards. The community kids like to make cards for the seniors, and so they'll probably get Easter cards.
Oh, I know that'll make them happy.
Yeah.
Do you have a nutrition plan?
Yes, the Area Agency on Aging set up the guidelines. We have to have so many ounces of protein per meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The main hot meal has to have 3 ounces or more of protein, and then the lunches have to have 2 ounces to 2 to 3 ounces, at least 2 ounces of protein for the brown bag and the breakfast and the lunch. But then they got to have their 3 servings of fruits and vegetables, bread. They have to have their fat, their margarine. They have to have their dairy or a drink option. Some people prefer juice. So yeah, they set it up, and then we have meetings depending on what's going on in the business in the city, or the holidays, the parties, the events, because we serve meals for every party, every event you could think
Do you
of.
really?
Easter, you name it, we have parties for it.
I didn't
Like we had an
realize that.
opening day party, so
Yes.
we had the big jumbo hot dog, and you could have chili, sauerkraut, mustard, ketchup, everything,
Yum.
cheese. Then we, make it special. We Cracker Jacks, and they show the game, and
Oh, nice.
it's a real, we like them to really enjoy their life. A lot of times we'll have dances, for whatever event, and we'll make the meal extra special. They'll get extra special desserts, just like Easter. They'll get extra special chicken, a little more than the regular 3-ounce serving. They'll get a 4 to 5 ounce serving, because I like them to have a little bit if they want. Everybody likes leftovers after a party.
Sure.
So I like to give them some, like 5 ounces, so they'll have some for later.
Yes.
So then we'll give them, today they're going to have sweet potatoes and some little roasted potatoes, roasted sweet potatoes, and they'll have some green beans, special green beans, and the garden salad with, nice salad with all the trimmings, and fruit cup, and the key lime pie, and nice roll, multi-grain roll. So they'll definitely be feeling the season.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like them to really know that we care about them.
So what are some of the foods that you don't cook?
Well, we got a couple letters from a gal. It was one gal, but several letters. She did not like us serving lamb or veal. Veal, that's what it was. She didn't want veal. So we used to do veal parmesan or veal scallopini when I first started, but veal is one of those controversial, killing the baby kind of thing. And so I said, what? We don't have to serve veal. If it's going to offend somebody, we just scratched it from the menu. And other than that, if it doesn't taste good, we don't have it twice. And if we blow it and pick out something, because I'll find new stuff on the order guide, and I'll say, let's try this. And 9 times out of 10, it's a home run. But when it's not, we just don't do it again. So
Sure.
those failures, we try not to repeat.
Of course, just like in your own home.
Yeah.
Who pays for all the food?
Well, the federal government actually, with the Area Agency on Aging, gives us so much. They have to write out the grant and apply for it, and then they get accepted based on all the criteria. And then the people that receive the food, there's a contribution there. There's a suggested donation. And then other people in the community, the different organizations, the Exemplar Club, the Interagency, the PCS organization, and we just won another check for $500 for something. I don't get all the money stuff that comes in, but people donate money to us, and we spend it wisely. One year they had the Area Agency had a thing out there where if we could write up something. They asked me, write up what you would want in the kitchen. If we gave you this amount of money, what would you do with it? And so I guess other people had to do it too. But so I wrote up what I would do, and that's how we started our grab and go situation. If we have a grab and go refrigerator and we could sell our leftovers, then people could have meals if they can't come to the center tomorrow. And that's been a big hit.
Has it really?
It really is. We have to. The only deal is we have to we can't lose money on it.
Sure.
And we're
sure.
not a profit, so we just have to balance it out as far as what we can make. We have to make the cost. And so I have to keep track of that and kind of guide through that. And if we can't make costs, I'll use that food for other things. But we have zero waste, except every once in a while, some salad greens, because you have to just guess.
Sure.
You have to guess how many people are going to be there. And sometimes you guess high because you don't want to guess too low.
No, for sure.
And then you have a little bit of waste. But we're starting composting next, and toward the end of the month. And we'll be composting everything, all of our scraps, which is a great time to start because all fresh fruits and vegetables are coming in, and you know, we'll be saving all that. But we couldn't start it sooner. I've always wanted to, but we didn't have a plan to where we're going to store it, because we can't take the chance of the rodents and different
Sure.
things. But we have a guy who's going to come in and pick it up once a week, and use it for farming.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's going to be awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
we just got to work out the kinks, but we'll work them out, and we'll be really giving back to the soil, to the earth, you know, and that's cool. I love that.
Yes, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Where do you get your food from?
Well, we primarily Gordon Food Service is excellent, and they're constantly improving all the time too, coming out with new things, and they have a great educational program online, and so you can learn all about what they're doing. So I go online and check all the time for new things, and I can research the salt content, all the, you know, what's in it to make sure we get nothing but the best for our people. And so that's Gordon Foods, and we get fresh produce also from Gordon's, but also from Eastern Market, so we could buy locally. We like to use as much locally grown fruits and vegetables.
Me too.
Yeah, because we have to support each other.
Yes,
In our
especially in
community.
Michigan.
Yeah, especially in Michigan.
If a senior who's watching is interested in signing up for the program or getting additional information, who would they contact?
Well, probably the best thing to do would be to call the center at, and then ask them, because I'm not perfect at it. But
Sure.
Teresa Bryant runs the nutrition program, so she's always a good call, and she'll set them up with a service gal that'll come out and visit them at the house and assess their needs and help them in any way. There's so many services that are available for seniors that Teresa Bryant could guide them in the right direction for sure.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that we put the number at the bottom.
I
one
didn't
of
want to
these, too.
neglect Prairie Farms, because you asked me where do we get our
Oh,
stuff.
yes.
All of our dairy we get from Prairie Farms, and they're awesome too. And
Christine, you have a servant's heart. Do you know that?
I think I do.
You do.
Because I just love the Lord, and I just love
Yes.
doing His work.
That's
So,
wonderful. We want to thank you so much for your time and letting us know all about what you do behind the scenes. It couldn't run without you.
Well, I know it will, but because one day
No.
I'm going to be benefiting from all this hard work.
Yes.
As far as having the taxi come take me to the Costick Center and have my lunch.
Take the compliment.
Okay, thank you
Take
very
the
much.
compliment.
Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, yes. And like I said, we just want to thank you for your contribution. And at this time, I would like to say have a great afternoon. And if you could come and take advantage of any of the services here at the Costick Center, or if you're a senior who is unable to cook some meals or to have a fresh hot meal each day, contact the Costick Center, Teresa, like Christine had said. And at this time, I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and you have a beautiful day.